Well, to be clear, the Biden administration has came out and said immediately after the news came out that this is not something that the Biden administration itself is pushing, but rather it is a holdover in funding that remains from 2019 when, under former President Donald Trump, DHS, the Department of Homeland Security, issued a massive number of contracts to build additional border barriers. And so Secretary of Homeland Security Alejandro Mayorkas issued a statement earlier today saying that the new barriers, or the barriers that will be built in South Texas, that those are part of that 2019 funding, and even though they are against building additional barriers, because the money has not been rescinded, essentially those contracts have to be fulfilled. But as we've seen, repeatedly along other parts of the border, particularly here in Arizona, where I am, the construction of barriers, and there's been so many here in our part of the border, hasn't really done much to change the flows. You still have a lot of people who are crossing over the border. We've seen an increase in injuries because now these barriers are significantly taller than they were before. But then you also have, more individuals who are seeking to cross through areas where you don't have barriers, perhaps a little bit more risky, more rough terrain, and that places them at greater risk. So the walls themselves, or the barriers that have been built over the past 4 years, have not done much to stem the flow, as we have seen, because of the record-breaking number of migrant encounters that we see month after month.